Battery low. I don't know how long I got. That sucks. I forgot to put this on the charger. That is bad. It's probably going to run out of battery very, very soon. Then I'm going to be stuck. Oh, anyway, just got to pay the bills. So let's do a stupid PS5 port. Because, it's what you have to do when you want to do this stuff. There's no other there's no other way around it. You have to do it. I'm just waiting to see if I'm live. If I am, I'll start on this crap. Oh yeah, battery's really low. I think I'm gonna have to go with the microphone on the stupid overhead camera. See how that works out. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, the ultra sensitive. Ooh, that's picking up everything too. But there's really not much I can do about it because I forgot to charge it. I forgot to charge my regular headset. So let me just see if I'm actually on. I can't see that I'm actually on yet because YouTube Studio is being a jerk. It's being a complete jerk. Let's see. Figure it out soon, I guess. Go back. Go back. Open YouTube Studio. And I can see comments. Can't see my video. Oh, there's my video. All right, cool. Anyway, got this stupid HDMI port. It's nothing. I want to get back to the other thing that I've been working on for the last day, but you got to pay the bills in this world. Can't afford to do that type of stuff if you're not gonna. Let me see if I can make a little spot here for the screws. But yeah, I got to pay the bills for the. And this guy happens to be a veteran, so I'm giving him a pretty decent steep discount on this thing because I feel that veterans should definitely be able to pay less for everything. And, instead of just saying, oh, I appreciate your service, I actually do appreciate their service. And I show it with whatever I could do, price-wise, anyway. And I did test this unit already, and the PS5 port is definitely, the HDMI, yeah, I call it a PS5 port, because a little pun, a little Freudian slip there. But yeah, the PS5 HDMI port is definitely toast on this unit. Got a white light. White light, no picture. It was pretty dusty. I already took the time to blow it out already. And it should be good. Should be good enough. And I just want to change this port real quick. Then maybe get back to what I was doing, which is trying to figure out why that PS5 from yesterday has a short, and every time when I ran it, it actually blew the cache and made the cache short out because I left it on while I was walking the dog. And what happened to this screw? Did I drop it? Did I drop it or just not take it out? I don't remember. I don't see a screw there though. And this thing is not coming out for some reason. Did I forget a screw? Okay. I was just catching. Oh, where the hell is this screw there? Oh, I think I just heard that screw. Let's see. I got one here, one here, one here, one here. I'm missing a screw, which might be this one. No. Yeah, I guess it is. Maybe I took it out and it didn't even... While I was shitting and talking, I probably took it out and didn't even notice. I believe this is the screw that I took out. I just put it on the side because I wasn't thinking about it. So, anyway, back to, where was I? What the hell was I just talking about? I forget. Veterans, maybe veterans? No, I was past the veterans already. That's pretty bad when you can't even remember what you're talking about 6 seconds before you talk about it. But I know this mic is picking up just about everything. So I'd be amazed if you could even hear me now. It's an ultra sensitive mic from a cell phone, so probably picking up every little noise. Probably going to pick up that hot air station pretty well. Oh yeah, you know what I forgot to do? Spray my stickers here. Because, you know, we all try to preserve the factory look. Except for that warranty seal. I always break through. Anybody have one of these in their thing, you gotta remagnetize your bit every once in a while. Every time you feel like it's not picking up the screw anymore. See? And now it's picking up the screw. That's how you remagnetize the stupid thing. And now you could use it like that. This thing was super dusty too. But it was dry dust, so thankfully definitely not vape juice, which I get a lot, you know, because it seems like everybody that owns one of these things vapes weed. And I just get a whiff of, you know, some vape every time I heat the board up when I go to do an HDMI port. So I think I figured out this hot air station now with the new wand. Definitely needs less heat. So from now on, I'm just doing 430, 450. You know, I won't go up to 480 on this thing. And like 50, 60% air is usually enough. I mean, you could do 99 on the air, but it's not necessary. You know, just come on, stick. Hate when my magnetic side stops sticking. I could run it through. I could run it through the blue thing again. Maybe that would help. Apparently, if you run it on the outside, it demagnetizes it, I think. And if you run it on the inside, it's supposed to magnetize it. You could also grab just a strong magnet like I have over here and just rub it on it. And that's sometimes helps you too. And I like a nice strong magnet. These aren't really that strong. Almost got every screw. Got 3 missing here on the hidden screws, so to speak. Let's see, there's a screw that I missed. It's guaranteed that I miss screws every single time. And where are we at? Screw come off. So the question is, am I going to do this, like, instead of taking this off, I could just go like this and flip it out of the way. Take the board out, which I know has to come out anyway, and then not have to retape those things on. I could try that, which I've done it before. Kind of like it. It's kind of cool. You know, that way you're not struggling you're not taking the stickers off at all, which is kind of cool. And then you don't have to put them, you know, you don't have to worry about that factory look, because it literally is the factory look. And I'll just put the whole thing on the side. What do you all think of that? Is it a good idea? Bad idea? I like it personally. I think it's a added, in, you know, it adds a certain thing where you don't have to look at the stickers and be like, oh, I wish those stickers weren't touched. Push that bad boy down, get that out, and we're ready to take the board out, because I did take the 2 screws out already. And let's see, try to get the, just pop it real quick like that. And actually, this is crazy. Here's the HDMI port. The HDMI port came off with, wow, that's pretty cool. Definitely less soldering here, and I don't see any broken traces. So my job is halfway done, and I didn't have to do anything. That's, you know, that's called awesome. I have to look at this, make sure there's no rip traces, but it doesn't appear that there's rip traces. So that's cool. I'm gonna put this back this way, put this to the side, and we can take a look at it under the scope. Grab my chair. No one likes to work chairless. Oh, I found this. Wow. Oh, that pen I was looking for yesterday, I just found it. Thankfully, I didn't find it in my foot. So, that's good. Let's see. Let's take a look at you. I think that has rip traces. Or those. So I won't know until that friggin'. It's a lot worse than. I don't know. Let me put some flux on it and clean it up and see what it looks like. This could be a shitty job. I just wish my freaking hot air station was not in the way all the time. Put some heat on it, put some flux on it, see what she looks like. I definitely got to replace that cap, that's for sure. Yeah. Things have just turned in the weirdest way possible. Put some flux on that. Start my big iron, and I'm going to run some. I'm going to actually wick that since I can, and see what it looks like after I wick it. So I have a feeling that there's going to be some rip traces on that thing, which sucks. Let me put some heat on that board too. Put some heat on the board and see what it looks like. Zoom out a little bit. There's no need to be that close. I'm just trying to put some heat on the board so that way I could just wick that stuff off. I'm not trying to kill it. Not yet anyway. I just want to see what it looks like. I think it might be okay. Oh, good. It is okay. I just got to replace that cap. I'll do that now. That's good. All right. I'll replace the cap now so I don't have to fight with it. I didn't even have to wick it. I broke some wick off for no reason. Yeah. Let me get a cap for this bad boy. Or like 5 caps, because I noticed that when I do it, I end up taking like, this is the 100 picofarad, and I need a 100 nanofarad. This isn't the right cap. Hold on. Oh, I just dropped my caps. Hold on. It's a 100 nanofarad. And I do have that right here hanging on the wall. Not that you see it, but it is hanging on the wall. And I'm going to get like 5 of them out. No, I'm just kidding. But I do end up using a lot of them. And I'm going to put that back on before should I? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try. I'll try to put that back on before I start. That way, you can watch it fly off while I'm doing it. Come out. Alright, that did come out, but oh, there it is. Get some more heat on that board. Get that flux nice and hot. Then I could probably just take those things out while I'm at it. Let me see if I could take those pins out. What is this? Hard with those pins in the way. Maybe I'll work on getting those out first. And they should just come right out. Nothing really holding them in. I probably should come up a little bit on the temp to like 460-ish. Just wait for that solder and foils. I got this stupid thing in the way. I'm going to burst my hose. I think that cap actually went back on. I'm pretty sure that cap is almost on. Just waiting for that solder to melt on the legs so I can take the legs off. You would think it'd be easier with without the port there, but it's actually shittier. This is I don't know, there's something about the port, and you can grab onto it and take the port off. Now you gotta wait for this stupid thing to melt from the top, or I guess I can melt it from the bottom, but either way, it's gotta come off. So I'm just waiting for that solder to melt off. There's one piece. That's one. And there's two. Right, so that's off. I think that actually went back on, so let me, I think that the cap is actually might be back on. Nope, it's not. Fire that cap on. Should pop into place eventually. Come on, cap. Do me right. I should put some solder on that thing while I'm at it. I have no bridge today. So no way to bridge this board where it's sitting, so I'm just kind of trying to work it. Oh. I think we're ready to put that port on. And if the cap is still up, I'll just fix it later. Oh, I just did a stupid move. I'll fix it later. You know, I didn't actually get a cap. I didn't actually get a port out. Yeah, should have got a port actually ready. Oh, I did. You know what? I readied like 5 ports the other day, so this actually works out. I tinned like 5 ports the other day just in case I needed to come up with. I don't know. I figured I had nothing to do. Shaky ass shaky today. I think that cap is actually on. Thankfully. I should put some more flux on this thing. Just a new flux, not more flux. I guess it's more flux. And that's ready. It's all lower melt temperatures. And this is the ports that I don't like because come on. I'm not a fan of these ports. I think I might have melted that one actually. Check it in a bit. I think I might have melted that port. Nope. I did not melt that port. That's good news. Take a look at something. Take some Q-tips. Yeah, that cap didn't stick. That cap is right here on my Q-tip. Now it's on my fingernail. Trying not to lose it, but seems like I'm going to. The cat may or may not work its way back on. I don't know. Thing was horribly just damaged, right? Gotta get some solder on it where that cap goes. That's what I have to do. I ain't gonna worry about the back yet. You know what? I don't have a nozzle to get that stupid cap on. I don't have any nozzles at all. So it's really get it on now, or yeah, I don't even know what to do now. If I can't get it on, it's unlikely that I'm gonna get it on without messing up the port. Shit. Freaking hands today. Freaking hands today. I shouldn't have had 2 cups of coffee before I started. That would probably make sense. Yeah, not enough solder on that. That's what happened. See if I can get some solder on that. This isn't going to be the quickest port change in the world, that's for damn sure. Nope, no errands here today. And be slow and steady. And of course I got bridges, because I did that. Maybe use my box here. I hate the pins on these ports. They're just so. Where did the port go? I think the likelihood of that port going back on is next to nothing, because I don't know. I don't even see the other pad. I really don't. I don't see the other pad at all. Or if I do, it's not getting tinned. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me try my smaller soldering iron just to try to get some. I want to try to get some stuff on that thing. If I am gonna get this stupid port pad back on, I'm gonna have to get some solder on that pad. So. Oh, I did get some solder on it. That's good. That's good news. Let's see, where did I end up putting that? I did put it right here. I wonder if I could just scoop it up on my soldering iron and then kind of move it in place. No, it did not work. Did not work as intended, but it's close, right? Let's see. It is close. It's close to getting on there. It's a pain. These are a pain in the ass to put on, even when you have everything in place. So, where's my tweezers? Try to clean some flux off the tweezers. Still got to clean this port too. See if I could get some heat on that thing, maybe. Try to get it stuck on, I guess. I have like the worst working area on the planet. See if I can blow some air on that thing. I gotta get the. I don't want to overheat it though. Hopefully the melting temperature is down, way down. You know what? I'll do it from the bottom if I can. That's an idea. I'll do it from the bottom. I'll just hopefully it melts in. I know you're not going to see it, but hopefully. That way I don't burn the piss out of that. It should flow in. I don't want to touch it at all, but it should actually just flow in. All this to get this thing on, right? It's crazy. Okay. Oh, fuck. Hope I don't take anything off the bottom. Well, it's as good as it's gonna get. If it's stuck, it's stuck. If not, there's not much I can do about it. Just leave it alone. Put quite a bit of heat on that thing. Bottom looks pretty good. I'm not gonna touch that. Gonna clean it off a little from the flux that I put on there. The toothbrush that I melted on there, but that was it. Can't see anything wrong with those solder joints. They look pretty good. They look really good. So, did the thing stick on there? I don't know. I don't think it did. Did I melt the port? Maybe. I might be replacing that port anyway. That's good. That's good news, right? Wasted port. Actually, let me check with Bob. See what Bob thinks. Where is Bob? Always losing Bob. Let me check with Bob. Bob says it's okay, then we leave. We leave it. Definitely not going to win any races for this one. This one sucked. Continuity diode. 730. It's actually pretty good. 2 ground. 3. 4 is good. 5 is good. Ground. 6 is good. I mean 6. 9, 10, 11 ground, 12. 13, that's good. 14 is a no connect. 15, 16, 17 ground. 18 and 19 have to have current connection, otherwise you will be screwed. Alright, well Bob says it's okay, so I'm going to take Bob's word for it. I'm going to try to clean that, and I'm sure that I'm 100% sure that that thing did not stick. Maybe. Oh yeah. Thankfully, luck was on my side. I was able to stick it from the bottom, and it worked for a change. So Good stuff. Just clean this up a little bit from my disaster. My disastrous soldering job. And call it a day. Test it, probably, would be smart. Redo the thermal paste. There's a big dry spot in the middle. Now, I'm going to actually rub this dry first. I actually don't use alcohol on this anymore, because it turns out that the this stuff actually does a better job cleaning it. You know, the liquid metal does a better job cleaning than alcohol. And you see, it's actually perfect without even me doing that much. See, I mean, and that was a pretty honking dry spot too. So, I don't know when I discovered this, but it's a great discovery, and you should probably do the same thing. Just use liquid metal to clean the spot. See, it's cleaned the spot already. Now it's filling back in. So much easier than trying to alcohol this off. Just use a dry swab. And here you go. It's perfect. No muss, no fuss. The only thing you have to do is you do have to grab a swab and push everything back to the center, because it is kind of like hanging up here. So you got to kind of grab a swab anyway and like take care of the pools. But, you know, that's whatever. Easy stuff. Just come around it and push it up. But don't use alcohol on these things. I'm telling you, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. To try to clean these, just use the liquid metal that's on it already. See how it dries up and then it'll fill in, making that bond. It's perfect. Perfect bond. No, I'm not watching the chat, in case anybody's wondering. I am not watching the chat. I was too busy trying to get a little freaking thing on. Oh, here it is. After I did get it on. Let's see. And it came off anyway. So, yeah, I'm not going to get it on. It's just the way it is. I have to wait for my nozzle to come in, or the smaller one. That way I could actually get in there. Otherwise, I would just burn the piss out of that port. It's not worth it. It's not going to cause any damage. It's not going to do anything. So, you know, just sometimes you're better off leaving shit alone and keep trying and trying. Doesn't really pay. It's not like that capacitor actually does anything, except filter power in maybe third world countries that, you know, have very dirty power, I'd imagine. But we live in the United States, and fortunately we have clean power. Clean power. You live in the UK over there, you have clean power. And you don't have to worry about backfeeding on the HDMI, because that cap is 100 nanofarads. I don't think it's doing much anyway. There you go. I didn't bother removing the. Oh, see, I forgot that last time too, and I had to go back and do it. This stupid thing. All right. So now we're good. Our cable is exactly where it started, because I didn't move it at all. This one came out a little bit. You just tuck it in. Not a huge deal. And put on my cables here. Like I said, I'm not going to win any awards for speed on this one. Sometimes you just run into problems that you weren't expecting. But speed's not important when you only had one job in the queue. So, yeah, speed's not that important. Put all my screws back on. Actually, no. I'm gonna put 2 or 3 screws. Test it, then put all my screws back in. That makes way more sense. Let me put one on top too. That makes more sense to me. Oh, that's not a screw. This is a screw. Alright. Let's test her up. Grab the power. Grab that power. Put that in. I'm going to use the scope HDMI for it, so that way y'all can see it. If it comes up. If it comes up, by the way, I'm not going to see it. I have to go over to my computer and look at it. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Got blue light still. And white lights. We should see a picture. I'm seeing a picture in the left corner. But it's not going to be a clean picture because it is running off of a wireless HDMI cord. So, but let's make sure that second triple beep comes up. Picture! We have picture! Yeah, I can't help my audio today because I forgot to charge my battery on my... I forgot to charge the batteries in the microphone. So I'm kind of muffled today, and I realized that. There's not much I could do about it. Did that beep and do I have a picture or no? Seems to be. Not trusting. I'm not trusting that picture. Is it? I am going. I think it's because of the DCP. Let me check it for reals on my laptop. On my laptop HDMI, which is also kind of screwy, but I'm using the good HDMI on the scope. That was pretty weird though. I don't like it. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I have picture. And no. Nope. I don't see it. I don't see picture. I might have to replace that HDMI again. It's weird. Unless it's just a cord. I don't know. I had all the good diode readings though. Let's see. Might have to redo this one. Well, it'll give me a chance to put that cap back on at least. I wonder if that diode is shitty. I'm getting a signal, but I'm not getting an actual picture. Yeah, that does not seem good. Is it? Why is this? It was weird because I did. All right, now I'm getting a picture. Is it like one little jiggle away from? Oh, that's weird. I do have a picture, but if I move it, it's gone. Yeah. I'm going to try cleaning the port first before I go crazy, because I did put a little bit of, what is that? Hey, screw. I'm going to try cleaning the port first before I go crazy, because I have had these ports get dirty before, and this has happened in the past. So grab a little of that, and usually a little deoxit in my concoction here, and grab this guy, shove it in there. Because all the pads would definitely make a connection, so it's not like it's a connection issue. And that cotton swab is pretty dirty, so I'm just going to assume that this will fix it. At least I'm going to hope it will fix it. You know, just running that swab up and down there. I'm glad I tested them though. Did heat up that port. I wonder if it's loose. No, the port's not loose. I didn't do my thumb test either, so it kind of makes me a little weary. Seems good though. Seems like it should work. Come on, baby. Be kind to me. Blue light. All right. Getting, okay, picture. Let me see if I wiggle it. Okay, yeah, no problems. Just a dirty port. Just a dirty port. Let me make sure though. Just checking. I'm gonna make sure the oil picture comes up. I get to wiggle the port a little, make sure it's good. Then I'll put the port back into the laptop so I can see you guys and what you're saying. Passes the wiggle test and the up and down test, so all is well. It was just a dirty port. Dirty new port. Which those are the Chinese one, the cheap Chinese one, so yeah. Dirty port is not uncommon on those. Let me put this back in and see what the hell you guys are actually talking about now. Because this port is taking me way too fucking long. But let's see. Charles, how you doing? Sean, love you, man. You are everywhere. That's true. Whack man, I see you all the time on Booter and every live stream. I think we all, like, by the way, I mean, I could use some followers. You know I suck, but I could definitely use some subs, because I feel like, I don't know. Like yesterday, I told like probably the saddest story I've ever told in my life on the stream. I don't think anybody actually heard it. So sad, though. And I guess I use this as a little like as my therapy a little bit. You know, like I talk about stuff that happened to me in the past, good, bad. You know, mostly bad, because you know no one wants to hear about the time you hit the lottery, right? Which I never have. Never actually hit the lottery. Because I don't play it. I think the lottery is a tax on poor people. Only poor people play the lotto. Think about it. rich people aren't out there playing the lottery. You ever want to be rich, just do what the rich do. You know, rich people, they drive shitty cars, you know, unless you're flashy rich people, like the ones that struck it rich. Those are usually the flashy rich people. Yeah? I'm gonna go with our lead. Okay, I love you. I'll see you. I love you. Daisy's in the backyard. Okay, I'll get her in a second. All right, I love you. Love you. Bye. So yeah, the rich people save their money and invest it in things, right? And then every little hobby that they have usually makes them money. You see where I'm going here? Like, this is a hobby for me, but I've never had a hobby that I had just to have. It's always been to further my bank account. So I know, like, people are like, oh, you should have a hobby. Like, yeah, you could have a hobby that does like nothing, like playing video games, right? It's a hobby. Will it make you any money down the road? No. No, it will not. So I like to just take things that I enjoy doing, and then I further it with something I also enjoy doing, which is making money. One might say making money is my favorite hobby. It's crazy, but I think it is. Like, if I could invest and make some money, if I could, the only thing I have not done in my life is probably just do something to have fun. I used to when I was younger. Then I realized you can never do things you want to do if you don't have money. Like streaming, for example, right? It's fun. It's definitely not going to make me money. But the thing I'm streaming makes me a couple of bucks. So that's how I feel. Obviously, the days of making serious money while you're streaming electronics is over. I don't know how some people do it. I don't know if they have second jobs or whatever, but seems like there's not enough subs out there to actually make money on. There's not enough squish worms out there that want to watch mediocre live streams. I know we'll probably all watch the same thing later. We're going to watch Wolfpack. We're going to watch, I don't know, whoever decides to stream. Aaron. Definitely watch someone today after I finish. I don't even know what to do with that other board either. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what should I change on it? I feel like I've done everything. I feel like that if it's going to be fixed, it's going to be fixed by, like, luck, not so much skill. Oh, that doesn't belong there, does it? Oh, it just doesn't have a disk drive. Yeah. Because I've changed the SSD controller, I've changed the Wi-Fi chip, I've changed everything I could think of just to try to fix this thing, and so far it still does the same thing, and the dialogue lights up. You know what I should have did? I should have took this one, being the actual working one. I should have actually took it off and saw what the dialogue does when it's booting up as a normal boot sequence. But unfortunately, I had tunnel vision and I did not remember while it was apart. And I refused to take 47 screws out to find out. So seems like that's not going to happen. This is pretty much done. I just got to put the cover on. We're going to leave that. Cover's coming. I put the things on, I put that on, I put that on. Oh, this is a disk drive. This is a disk drive. Wow, I was thinking it was a digital for some reason. It's crazy. Yeah, I need to put the screw back here. I forgot there was a freaking disc on this thing. Crazy. My dog is barking. I should really just put her inside. Oh shit. Well, I want to get this done first. So it's very distracting hearing that constant barking. It's almost like watching at Amy's house. Well, hold on. Let me get this dog in. She's angry about it. Seems like I knocked a few screws out here. I wonder if... Come on. This is what happens when you get lazy and you don't want to learn where the actual screws go. You kind of... Why do I have 3 screws left? Wait a minute. I know where one goes. Do I have 3 screws here that I did not put in? Those are all in. Those are all in. Oh, there's one. All right. I did miss one. But where's that? I missed one screw and now I can't find the screwdriver. Where did I put the drill? It's a drill. Should be easy to find. It's bizarre. Oh. I have 3 screws left, so I clearly did not put... I clearly missed 3. Let's see. There's one right there. All right, there's 2. And then the third one goes, all right, I found them. I guess always check your screws. That's probably a good thing. Always check your screws. Make sure. Look, I'll take this sticker off just for you. I got this guy. And here's my long one. And I got this guy. God. Oh. One final screw. This guy. Then I got this guy. I don't know how people have digitals. Oh, this isn't a digital. Honestly. Some people have digitals without the extra storage. I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, I would run out of storage way too soon. Fan, cover. Fan, cover. And drive cable, power. I checked, there's no disc in here, by the way. This is in England where we have FIFA hanging in every single PS5. You guys are really into your FIFA, though. I think NBA 2K is the FIFA of... I got a call coming in. Dave's on brand. Dave speaking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just getting it done right now. You should probably give it like 15 minutes, just in case I put it all back together and for some reason it doesn't work. You know, okay. Yeah. All right, no problem. Catch you later. They want their console back. So she's ready. Make sure that there's nope, nothing inside. You guys ever have that? Like you get the rattle, the screw rattle? That's why I try not to put the screws on the top anymore. I'm gonna go test this out, make sure it's good, let the dog in, and then I'll be back later on to tackle that PS5, figure out what the hell is wrong. And I'll have my headset back, so that should be good.